من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you all the students? I hope you are feeling fine at home. Our today's subject is IRK. We are going to look at the revision of what we have taught in the past. Let us start with the Azan. The meaning of Azan is calling to prayer. Azan means calling to prayer. And this Azan, the importance of Azan is to remind the Muslims about the time of prayer. To tell the Muslims that the prayer is at hand. Whenever a Muslim heard about prayer, he should stop everything she does and answer the call to go and perform his prayer. And when the caller is calling to prayer, it's part of the sunnah to repeat what the caller is saying. When the caller says Allahu Akbar, you should say Allahu Akbar. When the caller says Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, you should say that. When the caller says Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, you should say that. But by the time the caller says Hayya ala salah, Hayya al falah, you should try to say La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And prayer is called by male, but iqama, both male and female are to do that to show that the prayer is in progress. If a female is praying alone, she should say the iqama. So when you look at the activities of page 39 of our I Love Islam, there are some questions there which says that means to dash, to call. That's the correct answer. Number 2, the Azan is also a way of inviting people to Islam. The person who calls out the Azan is called Muazzin. There is a great reward promised to those who call out the Azan. The Muazzin should have a melodious voice. The first Muazzin in Islam was Bilal bin Rabah. Bilal was one of the first people to accept Islam. Minarets are taught to us for calling the Azan in the mosque. When we hear the Azan, we should go to the mosque or go to the masjid. Muslim men must offer the salah in congregation in the mosque, at least. So, but female can offer their salah at home. So, for great reward. The reward for salah offered in congregation is 29 times more than the one you observe alone. A woman will get the same reward for offering a salah at home. Yes, the Azan is called 5 times a day to invite people to prayer, because we have 5 times daily prayer. The Muazzin stand up facing the Qibla and call the Azan. When we hear the Azan, we must stop talking and we should imitate the caller by saying what he's saying. But when he reaches a place saying Hayya ala salah or Hayya al falah, we should say La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And after the calling to prayer, we say Raditu billahi rabba bil islam dina Muhammadi sallallahu alaihi wasallam nabiyya wa rasulah. We must listen to the Azan. So these are the exercise on page 39. On page 40, we see the crossword there, Azan, Salah, Masjid, Bilal, Qad. So we can cross out all these names. What is the Azan? Page 41. Azan is calling people to prayer, to remind the Muslim the time of Salah. How many times a day should the Azan be called? Azan should be called 5 times a day, because we have 5 times daily prayer. Why? To remind the people the time of prayer, because some people may forget the time of prayer. So by hearing Azan, they will know that it is time for prayer. Why did Prophet Muhammad not decide to favor in a horn, bell, fire, or flag. Because the previous nation or the previous religion had been using all these things. There are some of them use bells, some use fire, some use flag. So not to imitate the other so-called religion. So that is why Islam has its own way of calling to prayer. That is to call the name of Allah aloud for people to know that this is time for prayer. So when we look at the page 42, another exercise there saying that Azan is to Muslims as church bell are to Christians. So a steeple is to a church as minaret is to a masjid. If a man is close to a masjid, then he should perform salah in the masjid. The muazzin stands up and faces Qibla when he calls the Azan. The muazzin should have a melodious voice. The Azan is a way of praising Allah. So when we look at page 43, we're going to see the illustration describing how to perform salah, the way the Prophet taught us to perform the prayer, and quickly the composite part of a salah or salah from the beginning to the end. After Iqamah, you say your niyyah intention. After your intention, you put your right hand and your left hand on your chest. So you say your Salatul Istiftah. After saying that, you read Fatiha gently with 7 pause. After that, you read the surah. After the surah, you go for ruku, Allahu Akbar. After Allahu Akbar, say the askar there on ruku. You raise up your head with Sami Allah liman hamida, Rabbana wa lakal hamd on standing. You go for sujood with Allah Akbar subhana rabbiyal ala faghfirli. After that, you sit down, Rabbik firli 3 times. You go for second sujood subhana rabbiyal ala faghfirli. So that is 1 rakah. You repeat it for the second time. You now sit down for tashahhud. At-tahiyyatu lillah, at-tayyibatu was-salawat. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiy wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadillah. So ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. And you terminate your salah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to your right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to your left. So that's the end of salah. When we look at page 46, another exercise there saying salah means prayer. That is the correct answer. Salah is the second pillar of Islam. There are 5 daily salah. When the time of salah approaches, stop all work and play. When offering salah, we should feel as if we are standing in front of Allah. A Muslim speaks to Allah through salah. Salah is the best way of showing gratitude to Allah. Salah cleanses us of sin. Salah takes us to Jannah. Muslims offer salah together in the masjid. A Muslim woman does not have to offer salah in the masjid. It's not compulsory. But if she goes, no problem. Salah is the most important difference between a Muslim and a kafir or a non-Muslim. So these are the exercise on page 46 of I Love Islam. When you look at page 47, we see some crossword there. We should try to mark out all the word given to us. So these are the revision of part of the lesson we have taken so far. May Almighty Allah make it easy for all of us. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, sharan la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.